Hello, bookworms. Welcome back to the Bonafide Bookworm. I'm your host, Rachel, and if you're here to read along with me and improve your English or get a review of a book or a movie or a show. Um, so I kind of forgot that I had this microphone on, and so I was like projecting my voice more than I probably needed to. So sorry about that. As I mentioned on the last episode, I finally got to watch the new Nosferatu. Um, and it has, what's his name? Oh my God, the Skarsgård brothers that are gorgeous. The one from True Blood, it's not that one, it's the other one. He played it. Pennywise, he played in The Crow. He's played in so many things. What is his name? Bill? Bill Skarsgård? Man, that's sad. I can't even remember. I can't remember the guy's name from True Blood. It's a Skarsgård. But anyway, so that movie was so good. Like, they did a good job. It wasn't extremely gory, but it was like body horror gross. Not horror gross. Like, just there were these where you were just like, ugh. Like, you're just like, this is nasty. Um, what's her name? Lily Rose Depp, Johnny Depp's daughter, um, plays in it, and it was hard for me to not look at her and see Johnny Depp. There's something about her eyes up here, this part of her face, that is very Johnny Depp. But she did a great job. Willem Dafoe is in it. He did great. What's his name? He played in Warm Bodies. He played in Renfield. Oh crap, I can't think of his name. He plays her husband in Nosferatu. But anyway, he was great. Everybody did a great job as far as the acting, I felt like. And I really liked how they filmed it. They just they did certain parts of it, like especially the nighttime scenes, like in kind of a grayscale, so it mimicked black and white. They also did like the hand creeping along or the shadows to, like, give you that idea that Nosferatu's doing something, or Count Orlok, or whatever you want to call him. So they kept it very true to the classic. But no, that Skarsgård brother, like, you forget that it's him. Like, I kept like watching it, and I was like, is that him? Is that his character? He's playing him. I know I read this. I know it's him, but he did good. It was a good movie. I highly suggest it. I don't know what it's rated. We watched it for free on Peacock. I'm sure you can rent or buy it on Amazon now. I don't know where else it's streaming offhand, but it was free on Peacock. So yeah, I highly suggest it. I also wanted to mention our next book, just so that we don't forget. We're going to be reading As You Wish, which I'm just going to start referring to it as You Wish because the title is insanely wrong, but it's basically Carrie Elliou's stories, behind the scenes things that happened while they filmed The Princess Bride. So that is our next book. So we're going to pick back up with Saving Sadie by Joal Dauer with Elizabeth Ridley. And when we left off, Joel and Dr. Jody had taken Sadie to a clinic. I can't remember the name of it. What is the name of it? Oh, they took her to the University of Wisconsin School of Veterinary Medicine in Madison, Wisconsin. And they did all these extra tests on Sadie to see, like, if she could potentially walk again, if they have a program that could help her. So that's what we're going to pick up. We're going to find out what the results are. So let's go. Let's dive back in. We're on page 199. And I'll try to remember I have a microphone on and not speak so loudly. Okay. Over the next few days, I was so busy scheduling Sadie's meet and greets and arranging interviews and media coverage for her upcoming appearances and events that I almost forgot about our trip to Madison. I just happened to be checking my email late on Saturday afternoon, November 2nd, when I was When I saw, good Lord, I'm getting blinded by my ring light because I'm filming like at night, and so it's like extra dark in here. Um, and it's like hurting my eyes kind of. All right, let's just start this paragraph over. Picking back up, page 199. Over the next few days, I was so busy scheduling Sadie's meet and greets and arranging interviews and media coverage for her upcoming appearances and events that I almost forgot about our trip to Madison. I just happened to be checking my email late on Saturday afternoon, November 2nd, when I saw that I'd received something from the UW Madison School of Veterinary Medicine. Okay, I thought excitedly. At last, we'll get some answers. After reading the brief cover letter, I downloaded and opened the attached PDF. Nothing in the world could have prepared me for what greeted me inside that document. The words stole my breath away, shattering my heart into a million little pieces. Some of the medical and veterinary jargon was hard to interpret, but most of what was written couldn't be clearer. Diagnosis: L4-S1 myelopathy, paraplegic, deep pain negative, secondary to historical gunshot and shrapnel injury. Comments: Sadie has no deep pain or voluntary motor in either pelvic limbs. The motions she makes with her hind limbs when she tries to walk is a reflex called spinal walking that she is unable to voluntarily control. Unfortunately, the chronic nature of her injuries and neurological status indicate that she will never be able to regain the ability to feel her feet or walk voluntarily with her pelvic limbs. I stopped reading. I stopped breathing. Never be able to regain the ability to feel her feet or walk voluntarily? No, no, no. My spirits were crushed. Not my Sadie. Please, God, how can this be? I've spent literally every waking moment of the past 18 months working with Sadie to get her walking again. And now the doctors are saying that will never happen? They're telling us there is no hope? Has all this been for nothing then? Forcing my eyes back to the screen, I continued to. Additional instructions and comments. Sadie's ability to move about unassisted is wonderful to see. Unfortunately, we have no therapies to offer that will bring back the ability to use her pelvic limbs voluntarily. E-stim or other therapies directed towards regaining voluntary motor of her pelvic limbs are unlikely to have any effect. No therapies to offer, unlikely to have any effect. I reread those words as my eyes burned with tears. Stealing all the courage I could, I scrolled to the final page and read the results of the physical exam. Non-ambulatory paraplegic, able to walk on thoracic limbs while dragging pelvic limbs. Severe muscle atrophy of pelvic limb musculature. Non-ambulatory paraplegic. The vets are calling my baby a paraplegic who will never walk again. How dare they steal her hope? Devastated, I logged off, closed the computer, and went downstairs, where Sadie was relaxing, snoozing beside Sparky, as they spooned in a patch of sunlight, so rare and so welcome on a November late afternoon. I sat down next to Sadie and pulled her into my lap. I am so sorry, Sadie, I whispered gently, stroking her head. But I'm not ready to give up on you. Doctors are often wrong. Remember all the experts who said you'd be urinary and fecally incontinent forever? Well, you proved them wrong. The experts can be wrong about this too. As I stroked her head and massaged her shoulders, I felt the deep heat of her fur where the sun had done its magic, warming her deep down to the skin. She turned her head and gazed up at me with her soft, drowsy golden amber eyes blinking slowly. Suddenly, I recalled something Carrie Davis had said during her reading of Sadie. Carrie had emphasized that Sadie's journey was more about her changing me, forcing me to open my mind and my heart, than it was about me rehabbing her or returning her to the state of physical wholeness that she'd existed in before she'd been shot. That was the message I'd been missing, the real message embedded deep within Carrie's words. Sustain Sadie, support her, and let her be who she needs to be, Carrie had insisted. Where there is acceptance, true healing begins. Oh, Sadie, why did it take me so long to understand? I asked in a broken voice. You are whole. You're perfect just the way you are. You're perfect even if you never walk again. You have been perfect from the day I first found you. I was the one who was lacking, not Sadie. I was the one so focused on one goal, getting her walking again, that I totally missed the big picture. But now the scales had fallen from my eyes and the truth appeared to me with crystal clarity. We're no longer going to wait. Wait until you're perfect, until you're healed, until you can walk again. I promise, Sadie. The next phase of your life starts right now. Your mission is too important to postpone any longer. You don't need to stand on four legs in order to get your message across. I hugged her again, holding her close and pressing my chin against her forehead. Thank you, my perfect Sadie, for being just the way you are. Thank you for being my greatest teacher and for teaching me the most valuable lesson of all. And we're actually going to stop right there because that's a good place to stop. And it goes to a new chapter. I thought this was, again, I love this book because it's a great message. Because I can remember, like, I kept thinking about starting this YouTube channel or a YouTube channel. And I just kept telling myself, oh, I need this, I need a microphone. I need to have the ring light. I need this kind of phone. I need this, just all the things like, and oh, well, you've got to have a catchphrase and you've got to make it interesting and blah, blah, blah. You have to do all these certain things to fit in this one little mold. And everything that I read about starting a YouTube channel or starting a business or writing or anything, it all just says just to do it. Nike, I'm not talking about you saying just do it. I'm just saying that every other article or video or book that I've read about something that I'm interested in that I would like to do says to just do it. It's not going to be perfect. It's never going to be perfect. And that's okay. The important part is you've got to start. You've got to start somewhere. And I'm gonna let my super dork flag fly. There's this part in Harry Potter in the Order of the Phoenix where Harry is teaching other students in the room of requirement, and he says something to them to the effect of, just think every great wizard had to start somewhere, and that can be us now, or something like that. And I just always loved that part because it's so true. Like, everybody has to start somewhere. Most people are not just born brilliant, like geniuses, or knowing how to fix a computer or how to write a story or do a podcast or do a YouTube channel. You have to just do it. And everybody does start somewhere. So I hope wherever you're at that you're getting started on something that you want to do that you've been putting off, and just do it. Again, not Nike do it, just Saving Sadie do it. Don't sue me, Nike. I have no money. So anyway, again, I hope wherever you're at that you start doing whatever it is that you're interested in. And I hope you have a great day, week, month, year, wherever it's at. I hope it's great, but I hope you come back here. Bye. That was kind of creepy. Bye.